This has the consistency of a Frosty at this point. Hello and welcome to Hirschberger's Miracle Homestead. I am Dorothy. The weather's getting warmer, and something that we really enjoy, especially in the summertime, is ice cream. And I suppose that you're with me on that too. And today we're going to be making an ice cream and or Frosty. I enjoy ice cream, but I don't want the sugars and some of the ingredients that is in what you think of as ice cream. And you can buy sugar-free, but some of those ingredients aren't the best for you either. So what do? You come up with an alternative. And I searched different recipes and so forth and came up with one of my own using a combination of different things that I found. And I had made this once before and I really enjoyed it. So I want to share it with you. So at this time we'll go across the ingredients. Okay, we will be needing bananas. And these bananas here are just a representation of the bananas. The bananas have been sliced and put in the freezer. You want to start with bananas from a frozen standpoint, so they are actually in the freezer. Light cream, unsweetened cocoa, honey, vanilla, and salt. Okay, let's get busy putting it together. Here are the bananas. I just got them out of the freezer. I'm going to just pull this to the side. So I'll just have my ingredients over here on the side, and we'll move from there. And here are the bananas, and before I actually put them in here, I'll back up a bit and show you how I got the bananas to this point. I peeled the bananas and sliced them, putting them in single layers on a cookie sheet that had a cookie sheet liner on it. Put it in the freezer until it's frozen and then transfer it from there into a bag and collected enough until I had enough to make the ice cream. We really like these cookie sheet liners. They are pliable and easy to wash and ready for the next time. We will add a link for them in the description box in case you're interested in checking them out. Okay, we'll need the food processor for this. You can do it in a blender, but I prefer the food processor, especially for this amount. This food processor has seen its better days, but it still works, so we're glad for that. Oh, this is about 8 or 9 bananas. I'm actually going to measure it to see how much it is in a measured form. Okay, that's about 4 cups. So this is between 5 and 6 cups of bananas. I'll process this first and then add those. Okay, put this here to catch bananas that'll come out. Okay, let me add the other bananas. Oh, it's doing a good job. Oh, yes. I think I'm going to take a few of these bananas out and add them in after I mix in the rest of the things. I had decided to double my recipe, but it might have not been a good idea because it's making it almost too full. But I took a few of the bananas out. I'll put the rest of the stuff in, then we'll add the rest of the bananas. That should probably work. Okay, the next thing we want to do is add our cocoa and our honey. and our salt and vanilla. Okay, let's give this a whirl. That's looking good. Now I'm going to add some of the light cream. Okay, now let me get this mix around, see if it's, oh yes, it's coming good. Yes, this is coming along very nice. Oh, look at that richness. Looks very good. Okay, now I'm going to add the rest of the bananas and the rest of the cream. See if it can take it all. Okay, and then here we'll get the cream in yet. Alrighty, let's get this back on and get it mixed. Oh my, yes, this is lovely. I think I'm going to put just a wee bit more cream to it. Here we go. It won't take much more. I think we'll let it with that. Okay, here we go again. All right, I think we're done. Oh, look at that. That is wonderful. This has the consistency of a Frosty at this point. Okay, you could have added nuts to this also, or unsweetened chocolate chips, I guess. Some coconut, or something that has a mint flavor. Move that to the side. See if I can pull the beater out. You get this scraped off. I'm going to put some of this out in a dish that we'll be eating now. Having the consistency of a Frosty. Chocolate banana Frosty. And I'll put the rest of it in this container to be able to put in the freezer. Okay, let me spread this around. This is a airtight container. I'll be putting this container in the freezer for us to eat at a later time. I'll let it in the freezer for at least 24 hours and then I'll get it out and I will show you how that it is actually scoopable. At this point in time, it is not scoopable. It's like a Frosty. But after it's in the freezer, it will be a scoopable ice cream.
All right, I picked green beans for the first time this morning. We are pumped about the green beans we got. Our goal was for fresh eating, and we definitely have that, and more.
And I also harvested the green leaf lettuce that we have. The green leaf lettuce hydroponic has done tremendous. The dark leaf, not so well. But we have been very blessed with the green leaf lettuce.
And what else do we have?
We have the last of the snow peas.
It might not be the last of them. I didn't actually pull them then.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I thought I'd wait to see if we have time.
Okay. Well, there won't be many more out there if
No,
there
not
is
many
any.
more. Okie dokie. We just want to share the harvest, especially since the green beans were coming along now. We just wanted to share that with you all from the self-wicking container gardening.
Okay, we are back again. It's actually 48 hours later, and we're ready to dig into what we had in the freezer. When we mixed it together, we ate some then, which had the consistency of a Frosty, and it was so tasty and so delicious. So now we're going to see what it's like after it's been in the freezer for 48 hours. Okay, and this is what it looks like. It's been in the freezer for 48 hours, so I'm going to let it set out for about 10 minutes. This worked just like regular ice cream does. Sometimes when you get it out of the freezer, it's really hard. And if you let it set out for just a few minutes, then it is easy to scoop out. And that's what this was. But this is 10 minutes later now, and we will get to scooping it out. It should scoop out okay now. Oh yes, this is coming along just fine. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Oh my, this looks good. Scoops very easily. Okay, here we have it. Scoopable ice cream now. So here we have a healthy alternative to ice cream. It is tasty, refreshing, and delicious, and easy to put together. And the ingredients are good for you. And if you don't like it as chocolatey as I have it, you could always cut back on the cocoa, and you could add other items to it too if you would like. One thing that I like about it too is sometimes bananas have a way of getting away from you, that they get a little bit too ripe, that you don't want to eat them just as a banana. And all you have to do is slice them up, quick freeze them, put them in a bag, and when you have enough to make a batch of ice cream, you have the bananas ready to go. And if you make this, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I know this is going to be something that I will be doing a lot of this summer, I can see. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen today. We enjoy our YouTube family very much, and we appreciate when you share our content on your social media. And now for the golden thought.
Howdy, folks, and welcome to the golden thought of this episode. I'm Martha, and I'm here with my twin brother Marvin. He's better known as Buddy. He's been called Buddy since he's a little lad. So in our videos, if we refer to Buddy, this is Buddy. The golden thought for today. There's a verse in 1 Thessalonians 5:17 that has 3 words: pray without ceasing. The golden thought that went with that then: if you only pray when you're in trouble, you're in trouble. Now trust me, if a person doesn't know Jesus, they find themselves in trouble and they call out to God, yes, please do that. But I think this is referring to the fact that pray without ceasing. Don't wait until life gets tough to call out to God. He wants us to be in the attitude of prayer at all times, in prayer of thanksgiving and blessing to God. I know we ourselves, the human part of us, we appreciate being appreciated. I like to think that's the same way there, that to have a heart of thanksgiving, an attitude of prayer. Mom used to often refer to breathing a prayer for someone. As God lays someone on your heart, just breathe a prayer for them. Sometimes it can be audible, and sometimes it's just breathing a prayer, just like that. So don't wait till you're in trouble to call out for God. If you only pray when you're in trouble, then you're in trouble. Have an attitude of prayer at all times. Pray without ceasing. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you've been blessed, encouraged, and inspired. And with that, we'll bring this to a close. Thank you, and God bless.